Hello, if we're glad to be together again. I go read to you some verses from the book of Daniel. But the importance of this is mostly about that everyone have life and how we feel about each other. Everyone wants to live, including police officers to our everyday lives. Everybody want to live. But there's only one person that sings your income of life. It's it's nobody here on front. It's mostly by the one that wants to remain hidden. It's the devil himself. Let's get into the book of Daniel. Okay, so we go into the book in Daniel chapter 6, 16 to 21. It's a story of Daniel and the Lion's Den. Of course, you all have heard of it before. When kids have heard it before. So we go right into it. It says in verse 16, it says, then the king commanded, and they brought Daniel and cast him into the den of lions. Now the king spoke and said unto Daniel, thy God whom thou savest, continually he will deliver thee. And a stone was brought and laid upon the mouth of the den, and the king sealed it with his own senate, and with the senate of the of with the senate of his lords, that the purpose might not be changed concerning Daniel. Then the king went to his place, to his palace, and passed the night fasting. The other were assessments of the Murloc brought before him, and his sleep went from him. Then the king arose very early in the morning, and went in haste unto the den of lions. And when he came to the den, he cried with a lamentable voice unto Daniel. And the king spoke and said to Daniel, O Daniel, servant of the living God, is thy God whom thou servest continually, able to deliver thee from the lions. Then said Daniel unto the king, O king, live forever. I stop right there. Interpretation. What that talk about is actually talk about killing Daniel himself. His life is just about over. When he voted the last thing, his life could be over. But you see, a remarkable thing. God spare Daniel's life because of the fact because of the fact that Daniel obeyed God. Even in a time like this, people still need to obey God, although they know that their life is running scared right now. They don't know how we can get through this, but we can. With the help of God, we can. Will we weak there? There's a king, and his job is to enforce the law. And someone said some of the wars and things that also be working at the time. They hate Daniel so much because the king because the king is almost like the Daniel is the king's pet type deal. Because of the ideal that the Daniel did not do nothing wrong. He do what he's supposed to do, and he live a great lifestyle. He prayed to God. He do everything that he supposed to do, and the king actually loved Daniel because of his servant, because of his servant's heart that Daniel has. His heart is so filled by love, is so filled by the Spirit of God. Where I'm getting at is like, if one has the friends and things like that, right? The king have a friend in Daniel. But someone says some of the others hate Daniel so much. They do just about anything to follow him, to put him to death. I think they make a rule decree. The king found fault in Daniel, in his work or nothing. So they have no case whatsoever of death. But they end up making something that's really against the law. Go after Daniel's beliefs. By making a world decree where nobody should be prayed to besides to King Darius. This is not the king's order. The king had nothing to do with it. It's just those friends want to make this decree. And they found Daniel praying to his own God, and that's what caused him to be in the lion's den. But you see, Daniel did not give in and say, okay, I don't mean that I should pray about their own king, but Daniel did. He allowed them to throw him in the jaws of death. And he did. Daniel is scared of his own life, but he knows that his God will deliver him anyway, and he still be happy. And that's what he done. That's what Daniel done. He allowed himself to be chained up and be thrown in the lion's den. Did the lions eat him up? Nope, because God came by night and sealed their and sealed the mouths of the lions, so they could not even eat Daniel. And the king and that king that in the making individual by putting sealed on the rock. But the thing is, the king is not happy. He wants Daniel to be alive. He don't want Daniel to be in the lion's den, but that night, but he had to do what he was elected to do, and he did what he did. And then that night he goes to bed, he's fasting, he's praying to the one true God, and the next morning he went to the lion's den to see if Daniel make it out okay. And he did. Daniel sees I'll live forever. Daniel ended up saying, "O King, live forever." You see, death is looking. It's like this. Death is looking right in the eyes of Daniel. But the death did not hold him at all. Just like Jesus did when he faced the cross. Death could not hold him. Never did. Death could not even hold Jesus. The thing is, God can do it for us, no matter where you at, you're in time. But don't just think that you can be delivered out of death here on earth. Sometimes you'll be delivered in heaven, and you're able to live forever. Because the Bible did say in Psalm 3:16, for God so loved the world, for God so loved the world, he sent his only begotten Son, and whosoever that believeth on him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. The everlasting I'm talking about, the everlasting life I'm talking about, is heaven. Thank you. Bye.